Alright, here we are. We have got Crownwood in front of us. We have got Noszombie, our Australian #1 player, up against DauT, who is playing as the Gajaras. Noszombie with the Dravidians. Here on Crownwood, both players in Feudal Age early. First game of the day for DauT. So this is a very rusty DauT. Potentially he has been grinding hard. He's been playing a lot of Empire Wars. He really wants to get to London, make it into that top 4. Noz is coming forward early. He's gone archers, he's gone skirms, he's making spears, he's doing it all. He's going to try and put DauT under a bit of pressure early here. And DauT already going for the tower at home. DauT already being forced into a tower at home. Noz is getting the walls up across the front. He's going to have no issues getting the walls up, I think. That looks quite nice. And we can see here the army now. It is coming across. See if we can get to lifetime here as well, just so that we're not too far behind. Stream is going to get a scout there with that spearman. That's quite nice. That's quite nice. I don't think there are Civ pickers just yet at the top. I know Noz is generally quite random. Half the pros are force picking, says Liam. Okay, there you go. I haven't been keeping up to date with what the pros are up to. I don't know if DauT is one of them. I would imagine that Gajaras and Dravidians are not force picks, because I feel like there's better picks to force pick than these two civs. But we'll see. Yeah, so my hunch is that this specifically is random. Noz is coming forward though. Trash rush. Getting a little bit of damage on the wood line. Quite nice. But then there's some scouts here. And a couple of skirms from DauT as well. Vils are going to fight off the trash here. But there's more trash incoming. And there are 2 archers in that group as well. So he's going to have to run. No fletching yet. Infantry armor in for Noz. But the skirms get to do a little bit of damage. This is a strong start from Noszombie. He's up a villager. He's up 9 army. He's got his wall back. He's getting further walls across the north. And he's got his trash army coming forward. Yeah, there's certainly been... yes, yeah, you're right, Liam. It's definitely trying to figure out what some of the top civs are. There's certainly a few things like your generic top Arabia civs probably get seen on, say, a map like this. So I don't know how the Chinese start works on Empire Wars, whether that still means they're really, really strong. But a civ like Bengalis, I guess, because the 2 extra Vils do come in from what I think I saw. This is a big fight, this one. There's lots of scouts around. Lots of spears and skirms as well. The skirms kind of left their spearmen for a little bit. And DauT's going to jump in and take the odd hit there. Skirms need to be careful. The skirms need to be careful. Lots of army being traded here, but it looks like DauT is largely going to clean this up. Noz does have a bit more army back at home, but this army in the end did go DauT's way. He gets to clean up there. KD, not ideal for Noszombie, but hey, the situation looks still okay. He does have an extra villager kill, which means he's in a good spot. He's got his walls up, which is quite good as well. In fact, he is almost fully walled. Almost fully walled, but DauT is going to have Castle Age timing on him. Yeah, DauT's got really nice res. And he is going to have a Castle Age click coming soon. There is a horse that is being very annoying. Good. Look and see what DauT did with sheep. DauT put 4 sheep inside the mill. So he took, I think, what I believe is the way that people play Gajaras in random map as well. So once Feudal Age comes along, they leave 4 sheep in there. They take the rest out. 4 sheep being 400 food because the bonus is based on the food in the mill, not based on the number of units. So if you do have water buffalo or cows, that's 3 of those. Which would still be 450 food instead of 400. Alright, we're still waiting. Nos has got Wheelbarrow, but he's going to be about 2 minutes slower to the Castle Age. And DauT is just tapping on the walls at the moment. Just tapping on the walls. Nos has a bigger army. Nos doesn't have all the upgrades yet. He needs to click up. He really, really needs to click up. He's going to have 2 minutes here where DauT will have Castle Age. He'll have a bit of map control. But will he be able to take it? And what will Nos play into here? What will DauT play into as well? What's going to be the plan? There is a range, so it's going to be crossbow for the time being. Do the Gajaras get access to Cav Archers? No, they don't. They just get Ellie Archers. So you're not really going to see Elephant Archers. You are going to see Shrivumptures, though. That's going to be the start. So no Knights for the Gajaras, but they do get the Shrivumptures, the dodgy boys. And this is an important fight. Nos has to try and keep some of this army alive, or else he is going to be in a bit of trouble. He's coming forward with those skirms. He's going to have to try and clean up what he can. And he's going to now have to run away with what he's got. Second TC coming up. Now, that is a very safe town centre. That town centre is just on the gold. Probably end up deleting this mining camp. Hasn't taken a new woodline with it. I would have thought maybe an attempt at expansion would be there, but it's just going to be a town centre with 1 villager in front of the TC he's got. And now the army comes forward, and Nos is going to have a tough time defending here. There's crossbow. There's Shrivumptures knocking on the door. Do a lot of work to get these quick walls up, and I think he might be okay. He's going to just get the house walls up in time. And now he can try and defend a little bit harder. He's going to get elite skirm, which is good. He's actually going to get a lot of the house built as well. So that'll force DauT to come this way in towards the eco. It's going to be a second TC for Nos, and you can see now DauT adding TC number 3. It's going to be a monastery as well. Chacha, how are you? Good evening. Hope you're doing well. I've learned today that I've got your division for AoE League, so I'll be casting a lot of your games coming up. So hope that you're around to see, and of course get to see the insights for all your opponents as well. As the Shrivumptures are coming in onto Nozombie's elite skirms, the pikemen are out, but the crossbow trying to target the pikemen, and the Shrivumptures can just dodge all the TC shots. It's a little bit of a disaster. It's starting to fall apart for Nos. There's just so many Shrivumptures doing a lot of good work here, and the crossbow are there in support, which means the pikemen can't do a lot either. And Nos has he's lost 7 villages here. He's lost 6 in this trade. And now he's down 13 villages, and he's still got army coming through. He hasn't been able to re-wall it up yet. It's going to be very difficult here. Very, very difficult here. We just see more and more army just streaming in. And meanwhile, DauT's base at home, completely untouched. Dawn Gopher, hello, welcome. Welcome to the channel. We're seeing Australia's #1 up against the Lord on the Empire Wars ladder here. And what started very promisingly for Noszombie has since turned into unfortunate raids with the Shrivumptures and the crossbow, as DauT had 2 minutes better timing with the Castle Age, and you can just see he's just able to keep coming forward with army. Nos has to try and find a way. He can't even produce villages at the moment. If he can clean it up, he'll find his way to some settling down again. But you can see the Ville situation now. 23 villagers down. It's still not really producing. He's definitely not producing out of 3 town centers that he's got. DauT's buying food, and DauT's probably thinking about Imp here. I know he's only got 2 on gold, but that's partially because he's running out and leaving those to go drop a 4th town center. But Nos has managed to clean up what he had. DauT is now switching into the eco and switching into the boom, as I think it's time to look towards Imp for him. Or maybe it would just be a bit more of a boom. Still going heavy. I guess he's going heavy with the eco upgrades. Worth getting. I think that was a little bit of a Town Watch just came in, I believe. Yes, Town Watch just came in, so that'll give him a little bit more vision around his base. Nos doesn't have Town Watch yet. Very much on the limit. Spending his res, that is for sure. Looks like DauT's preparing a castle too. We're hoping Nos was going to be able to catch DauT unawares, being DauT's first game of the day. At least the walls are up now. You get to see here, there's five skirms, and the first 5 javelins will all miss. So that's unfortunate. And at this point, there's another break-in attempted. There's another break-in attempted, and this break-in, I think it might happen. It feels like this is going to happen. The trash army are going to have to work their way around. In fact, Nos has just gone, stuff it. If you want to come in, I'll open the walls. You can come in. This Revumptious are speedy, boys. 1.6 tiles per second. And they don't have husbandry yet. So they can get to 1.76. That is a fast-moving horse. We see now, DauT's outposting the map. You can see the outpost coming all the way up. So he is going to make sure there are no surprises from Nos. He's going to add another outpost out here, and he's going to have full circle vision. Nos won't be able to do a lot. And we're going to see the castle come up here now. The skirms, oh, the skirms have left the pikes, and the Shravamshas are going to come in. Nos is going to get a glimpse of the castle, though. So that's a small positive. He'll get to see the castle. And now we're about the unit control for the 2 players. See how fast they're playing here. We'll just get the APM ticker up. In fact, I feel like Nos has not done too bad a job there. He's got the pikes onto the Shravamshas, but there's enough crossbow around, and DauT is still going to find a way to clean up what he needed to there, even without ballistics. Nos is looking for ballistics now himself, switching into Ellie Archer, so this could be an Ellie Archer off if they do both get to Imp. But DauT's going to be the first one to click. He's going to click as soon as that castle's up. Nos is not close. And there is Imp now that has been clicked. Nos does have his full walls up, and that is something. Alright, and we saw that was good. He was able to get the walls up, but maybe it came at the cost of the army. And while DauT was just happy to play open and backed himself in. And we saw that army and that castle age timing. It came in very, very strongly in the end. He was able to push Noszombie back. You can see that KD as a result. All the upgrades coming in now. Castle number 2. DauT's playing safe. You know that DauT's taking this seriously. Castles are just going to go up. Just in front of the base. There's not going to be a hero castle planned. Just going to do the right thing. Get in. Get what he needs. Get arson. For the chakram throwers, unique unit time will be... And the frisbee throwers, they are going to come forward, cause some troubles. And the third castle now. Unbreakable force. Noz is impressively, I think, not going to be much slower to imp, given how slow he was, how much slower he was to castle age. If he just actually clicks. Okay, I started 30 seconds ago. And he hasn't actually clicked. So he's going to be 3 minutes slower to imp. He was 2 minutes slower to castle age. It's not bad, considering. But now we're going to see all the armor. All the upgrades coming in. Lots of chakram throwers now. They're massing up. They're going to get their... Yeah, they need their last armor. They don't get the attack. Do they get a civ bonus? Unique tech, sorry. No, there's no direct bonus. There is the military units costing less food, which is in... Can't pronounce that one. I'm going to need to think about that. Also, conscription, elite, chemistry, everything's coming in. These guys aren't affected by chemistry, though. Right? That's for the... Right? All because their range... Oh! Mangonel, pay attention. So the range on these bad boys was 6, which is quite good. Now that they're elite. Oh, they're going to slice the Ellie archers. Are these boys... Okay, I'm assuming they're not affected by chemistry, but would they be affected by ballistics? Because they're missing at the moment. They can't land a shot. I think they just took the tail off one of those elephants before. But they're otherwise still standing. Oh, that poor skirmisher. Noz has got a castle up. He's going to be imp soon. Surprisingly, DauT has not made any trebs. And Noz, I think, is on a pretty good army here. I feel like DauT hasn't really taken full advantage of the imp timing here. It feels like he kind of just relaxed a little bit. And Noz is... Yes, he's 30 vils down. Yes, he's not in a great position, but he's not completely dead. And the Ellie archers are tanky. They're just going to take down... They're going to take down the frisbee throwers here. There's a lot of them, but they have traded pretty well. You can see the KD there, and only about 3 or 4 elephants and 1 scorpion went down. And that was before Bracer. Still no trebs, but there's going to be bombard cannons. Dravidians do get bombard cannon themselves. So may see a switch there for both. And there's the first treb lined up. Does Noz have... No, he doesn't have chemistry yet. He'll want that. Another castle coming forward. Position still very good for the DauT. Do not get me wrong there. Although, despite the outpost, Noz has managed to sneak 2 villagers forward. That is brilliant. We have all these outposts, but these guys have just walked straight through, completely in vision. We wanted to hide that. We didn't... Noz... Save Noz's blushes there. Chakrams are coming forward. At this point, yeah, it feels ominous here with the bombard cannons out. It feels like DauT is slowly going to work his way through here. He's going to take this castle down. And the position is 1 for him. He's taking Noszombie stone as well. And DauT gets the victory, and I believe that takes him to 1400 elo on the Red Bull ladder. Which is pretty darn good if you ask me.